dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Madison Carmouche. Tonight, the Pulaski County community honored Andrew Dodson. The 17-year-old died back in April after collapsing during a practice football game. Jeremy Toms has more from senior night at PC Stadium in Somerset.
This clash between Pulaski County and Corbin seemed to contain all the elements of a classic Friday night. The fans in full voice, led by their cheerleaders, with the band in tune and battles unfolding the line of scrimmage. Yet there was still something missing.
No question, Andrew is looking down and he's beaming.
His father is convinced Andrew is here in spirit, but Pulaski County made sure their late senior,
and ladies and gentlemen, on your feet, make some noise. A senior
would make it out on the field with his teammates one more time.
Andrew Dodson!
He was the light in my life, and he has such an amazing spirit that shines down on us today and all the players here.
His mom, Amy, knows that spirit was undeniably youthful.
Very much a teenager. Loved to sleep late and eat. You know, typical boys.
But she says he was also an upstanding young man who would be sending a strong message to his Maroons tonight if he could.
He's telling all of his teammates one of his favorite expressions, which is go get 'em. He was there to be involved in whatever life offered him.
Jeremy Toms, WYMT Mountain News.
The game did not go the Maroons' way, but regardless of the result, Andrew's family says the community has been amazing through everything. Pulaski County also took time in tonight's game to honor their former coach, John Brown. Brown led the Maroons from 1988 until 1994. He died in August at the age of 75. The family of Amber Spradlin says they do not support a special prosecutor for the case surrounding Spradlin's murder. Earlier today, we told you the Floyd County Fiscal Court requested the appointment of a special prosecutor. The murder happened in June and no arrests have been made. Commonwealth's attorney Brent Turner says the family was not consulted about this and is asking Judge Executive Robbie Williams to, quote, stop interfering with the investigation. A Richmond man is facing several sex crime charges after police say he left a camera inside a men's bathroom at EKU. Police say the video camera was found in the restroom of the Wayland complex. Police say images from the camera helped lead them to Kyle Niesvich. The Kentucky State Police Electronic Crime Branch helped with the investigation. KSP says a search warrant at Niesvich's home found multiple electronic items. Police say they found disturbing images and videos of minors. Niesvich was a professor in the aviation program at EKU. In a statement, the university says he was placed on administrative leave but resigned yesterday. The trial against former Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis is set to begin Monday in federal court. Davis denied two same-sex couples marriage licenses back in 2015, including David Ermold and David Moore. The couple sued Davis. A judge determined she violated the constitutional rights of both same-sex couples. The plaintiffs asked for compensatory damages, pre- and post-judgment interest, cost, and attorney's fees. A jury trial will determine what damages the former Rowan County clerk might owe. A ribbon-cutting ceremony marked the official opening of a long-awaited roadway connecting the Minnie and Herald communities of Floyd County. A total of $118 million was invested in this project on Kentucky's 680. It provides a time-saving link between Highway 80 and US 23, two of the most heavily traveled highways in the region.
Minnie to Herald has been under some form of construction since 1991. It was a project that Eastern Kentucky didn't think would ever happen, and today we've gotten the job done.
Officials say the new roadway cuts the driving distance between Hazard and Pikeville by nearly 8 miles. Governor Beshear also announced more funding for the projects in Floyd and Pike counties today. We have more about that on our website. Festival season is in full swing in eastern Kentucky, many of them happening this weekend or later this month. Some communities like Whitesburg will be having a festival for the first time since the July 2022 flood. County officials are hoping the season will have a big economic impact across the region. The Gingerbread Festival in Hindman, Neon Days, Old Fashioned Trading Days in Williamsburg, and September Fest in Louisa are all happening this weekend, with many more to follow. With football season also in full swing, that means basketball season is next. And applications are already open for our WYMT Mountain Classic scholarships. Any students in the 13th, 14th, or 15th regions with a 20 or higher on the ACT that is involved in the community and may need help paying for college is eligible to apply. Mountain Classic Committee Chairman Archie Everidge says he encourages students to ask their guidance counselor about it.
As we all know, to be able to attend college and universities this day and age, the cost is astronomical, and we've seen many students over the years that have received scholarships at our little presentation that have had lots of stories about how they just couldn't go if they didn't have this.
The deadline to apply is September 22nd. Everidge says sponsors are also still greatly needed to make it happen. Contact WYMT if you would like to become a sponsor. People's Bank and Trust in Hazard is turning 100 years old. For a century, bank officials have gone through many good and bad times, such as the Great Depression, flooding, and more. President and CEO Jeff Smith says this wouldn't be possible without many people playing a part in their success.
Most importantly, we've got a group of individuals that work here that's been here a long time, that know what it is to be a community bank and to service their customers. So, you know, as the old saying is, hats off to our employees, but our customers make us, but our employees, you know, service those people's needs. So it's a two-way road.
Smith says to see how much support they have from the community is what will help them continue for another 100 years.
Well, we are dry across the region as we close out your Friday, but more rain chances on the way as we get into this weekend. So be sure to have the umbrella handy on Saturday, also Sunday, as more spotty showers are possible. A little bit drier on Monday, and then our next rain chance by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So a busy forecast on the way into this weekend, also into next week. Tonight, though, we are mainly dry under a partly to mainly cloudy sky, and those temperatures in the middle 60s as you wake up and kick off the weekend. Watching out for possibly a stray shower, but again, most of us are dry overnight. Also a few areas of dense fog as you wake up and walk out the door. Let's go through future view as you wake up and kick off the weekend. Again, maybe a spotty shower. Most of us are dry though, but notice this model trending more soggy on Saturday, so more scattered showers and storms are possible. The good news, no severe weather, but we are watching out for some heavier showers in some areas as we kick off the weekend. So if you're heading up to Lexington for game 2 of the season, EKU taking on UK, we are watching out for a few spotty showers, so you may need a poncho. Those temperatures in the upper 70s and lower 80s as we start the game, and we fall into the middle 70s by the end of the game. But we are watching out for some cooler air by this time next week as cooler, drier air moves back into the mountains, so some below average temperatures on the way by this time next week. Here is a look at your Community Trust Bank 7-day forecast where the weekend is always in view. Watching out for those scattered rain chances on Saturday, also into your Sunday. Not going to rain all day, but you may need the umbrella at times. Those temperatures top out near average in the upper 70s and lower 80s. And again, most of us are dry on Monday before more rain chances by Tuesday, Wednesday. And then check this out, by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, we are watching out for a fall preview. Temperatures back in the middle 70s, lows in the lower 50s by this time next week. So a little bit of some pumpkin spice weather out there as we close out next week. Madison?
Thanks, Cameron, and thank you for joining us tonight. Nate Johnson and Armando Berry will have highlights and scores from across the mountains next on ARH Sports Overtime. Have a great weekend.